Hi everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Nurhani binti Abdul Halim would like to present about Local Agenda 21.
Introduction.
Okay, introductions. Humans have a major influence on how the economic system develops. Change are necessary in many areas of life, including the economy, knowledge, and educations, health, transportation, and housing. Additionally, it will alter a society's social, economic, and environmental facts. Since eradicating poverty, secular, and community development requires development, this is the primary objective of emerging nations. Changes and progress are two adjectives that are crucial in defining development. Rosali Hashim, 2005. Economic activity grows in one of the development key factors. Todaro, 1977. In addition to having the ability to restructure the social system, administrative institutions, administrative structures, customs, and religious beliefs, the economic sector is crucial for advancing other sectors. What is Local Agenda 21? Okay, definitions of Local Agenda 21. Local Agenda 21 aims to generate regional policies and initiatives that promote sustainable development. LA21 includes partnership building, community engagement, capacity building, and awareness raising. The idea of Local Agenda 21 was introduced at the United Nations Conference on Environment and Development UNCED, which has held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil from June 3 to June 14, 1992. Here we have key elements. Chapter 28 of Agenda 21, which has ratified by 178 states in the 1992 Rio Conference, introduced the concept of Local Agenda 21. Agenda 21 acknowledged the connections between many environmental issues and local communities and the crucial roles local governments play in putting environmental policies into action and gaining community support. The goals of Local Agenda 21 are as follows, according to Agenda 21. By 1996, most local authorities in each country should have engaged in consultations with their populations and react a consensus on a Local Agenda 21 for the community. By 1993, the international community should have started a consultative process aimed to fostering greater cooperation between local authorities. To improve the sharing of knowledge and experience among local authorities, representatives of associations of cities and other local authorities should have improved level and collaborations and coordination by 1994. All local government units in every nation should be reviewed to carry out and oversee initiatives that seek to ensure that women and young people represent in this decision-making, planning, and implementation procedures. Okay, here target sector or stakeholder in LA21, the local government, the local community, which means people, minority groups, businesses, and industries, research associations, regional and national governments, non-governmental organizations, and environmental, social, and civic groups are among the stakeholders that should be targeted. Here, we have the three main actors or partners collaborating for Local Agenda 21 and sustainable development. First, private sector, business and industry. Second, local authority, which means local councillors and local council staff and other related government agencies. And three, civil society, which means general public, consumer, non-government organization NGO, community-based organization CBO, residents, associations, professionals, mass media, and other civil society representatives. Okay, here we have 7 principle of LA21. First, participating and determinations, which means local communities are given the opportunity to be involved in the decision-making process related to development at the planning, management and implementation levels. Second, joint venture and cooperations, which means fostering a spirit of continuous cooperation among interested entities. Third, accountability. All parties at the local level are responsible for ensuring that sustainable development goals are achieved at the local level. Fourth, comprehensive approach, taking into account and comprehensive view in dealing with local issues. 5. Sensitive to environmental capabilities, need to ensure that local physical development is in line with local environmental capabilities. And 6. Ecosystem unity, using wisely local natural resources. And last, equality. Equality is involvement of all parties at all levels without discrimination. Okay, local Agenda 21 at Jelebu District Council's Negeri Sembilan. First of all, I would like to story about base of the concept of LA21, which place great emphasis on the aspirations of achieving development at the local level. The government has introduced a policy for the implementations of LA throughout the PBT in Malaysia in 2004. This means that the PBT needs to take immediate step to establish an LA21 implementation committee to ensure that the implementations of LA21 can be carried out successfully. So Jelebu District Councils recognize that sustainability will only be achieved if the council forms a partnership with its community sector. Accordingly, the council formed the local agenda committee, which support community consultations, participation, capacity building, and people empowerment. So, develop community program which are linked to the area of operations of council and integrated with the corporate element of the council. So we have three elements: social, environment, and economic. First, I will explain element social. So we have two campaigns, safe city, and second, public health campaign. So two campaign was action plan to address social disparities have been established in order to accomplish this goal. They advocate to safe cities, urban forest park, preservation and environmental understanding and responsibility. This strategy of action has enhanced social infrastructure. The achievement of Jelebu as a sustainable city and happy family city, which has been effectively recognized at the national and state levels, is in part due to the efficiency of this society initiative. Okay, the second element is environment. So we have two category campaign here: Love Our Garden campaign. We have Clean Tajali Hills Recreation Park. Second, Clean Pekan Simpang Petang Plain Site 2023. And for the recycle campaign, we have Drive-Thru Recycle Center DTRC. So regarding the environment, making plans to address environmental problem through environmental protection, drain system improvement, and solid waste management system improvement. A plan of action has been created to help Jelebu improve its inclusive urban environment, love our river, the preservations of forest park, and recycling. Okay, next element is economic. For the economic aspect, the ceremony intend to strengthen Jelebu economy, which was several impact by the COVID-19 pandemic and the significant rains that struck the area last year. Consequently, by creating the prosperous city with great potential for growth and competitiveness. Jelebu will eradicate poverty and improve its tourist sector. So the action plans that Jelebu District Council was do is 3 campaign. First, Fun Run Jelebu. Second, Mural and Street Art at Kuala Gawang. And third, Love Our River, Jelebu Kaya Eco Challenge. Establish the Community Sustainability Indicator Project, which set the achievement of sustainable performance. Supported by the Malaysian Urban Indicator Network, MURNINET. MURNINET was developed by the Federal Town and Country Planning Department to assess the sustainability of urban area. Its aim to develop a set of urban indicators to assess the development of urban areas towards sustainable development. MURNINET have been used to evaluate the effectiveness of LA21 programs in helping the Council achieve sustainable development in line with the Council motto of Jelebu Lestari, Rakyat Sejahtera. The Jelebu District Council ranked first in the first year it was implemented and has always been in the top 10 group for the achievement in the MURNINET report since it was implemented from 2007 until now. Challenge. Okay, there are various challenges that need to be faced to create a sustainable community. First challenge is lack of information related to LA21. Among the reasons for the implementations of LA21 in the Council is not getting enough information from the Ministry, and there are no guidelines to implement LA21 because there are no clear information. It seems difficult to implement this LA21. There are 6 main processes that must be followed, starting with the formation of community vision, sharing analysis of community-based issues, action plans, implementations, and monitoring, and which the last is evaluations and feedback. If the PBT itself does not understand the implementation of LA21, how can the PBT be able to communicate to other parties who are indeed further away from the LA21 environment recommended by PKKT Malaysia? Okay, second challenge is allocations problem. That the delay in the implementations of LA21 in Jelebu is due to financial problems. There is no extensive provision from the Ministry to be used for the implementations of LA21. So, the involvement of the people and the government is limited according to the limited capacity of funds. The private sector does not understand the purpose of LA21 at the local level, then it will certainly be difficult for the PBT through the LA21 Authority Department created to move due to lack and funds. The third challenge is the problem of lack of the cooperations among Jelebu District Council staff. As previously explained, PBT local authorities play an important role in fostering joint venture between PBT, local communities, and the private sector in the implementation of LA21. This means that PBT should have a high motivation to ensure that Ministry desire to see all PBT and implement LA21 in their respective administrations. The problem of this delay is also due to some parts in MD Jelebu who do not want to accept the responsibility of implementing this LA21. The most important thing is that the leadership of the local authority must be firm and locked at the reality of implementing LA21, which requires a unit or section within the organization to act as the unit department responsibility for implementing LA21. The appointed units or divisions need to form and committee at the PBT level by ensuring that all units or divisions cooperate in the implementations of LA21. And the last challenge is the problem of difficulty in obtaining cooperation from the local community and the private sector. This is because they still do not fully understand LA21, and they only understand that the council needs to implement LA21, where they actually needs to play a role and cooperate with PBT in making the implementation of LA21 successful. However, to get their cooperation in the program hill is a bit less encouraging. Otherwise, they themselves ask for help from MD Jelebu to implement a program, such as Gotong Royong. Then the council will contribute a small financial allocations to make a program a success. The private sector should have to provide some financial contribution to make the implementations of LA successful, but there has been no positive reaction from the private sector so far. Conclusion. Implementation of Local Agenda 21 in all PBT local authorities in Malaysia is an important agenda in ensuring local sustainable development effort can be realized. Therefore, understanding of the concept and process of implementing LA21 as well as its importance needs to be spared so that the local community and the private sector realize that accept the concept of implementing LA21 and also believe that this effort can bring positive change to all. Thank you.